Sup everyone, I'm Crimshot, and I'm gonna react to Hunter x Hunter episodes 132, 33, and 34. It's been a while, about 2 weeks or so since I last reacted to the last 3 episodes. But yeah, the main takeaway that I remember was Pito is dead. Finally. And sadly, Kite's not coming back, so yeah. Also, Gon is like adult now. I think I said it before, but my last reaction I mentioned something like, does he revert back at any point? I think he does. It'd be weird if he's always an adult now, right? That'd be like a super huge change for the rest of the series if he just stayed as an adult. But in a way, I'm going to treat it like a Super Saiyan stage right now. One that he shouldn't have gone into based on what he sacrificed to get into that state, right? But yeah, Killua is probably going to help him turn back, I guess. Unless he just knows how to do it, I don't know. Then you still have all that other stuff with King and them already at the palace. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Let's get into it. Yeah, Pouf is still trying to kill Komugi, right? Hiding all of the, what was it called? Shogi? Shogi pieces from the board piece and stuff like that. For a second I thought that piece of debris was the board. Flash and start. Alright. Yeah. As long as King has that feeling that something's missing, he won't let it go, right? Oh, I see. Okay, so Yuppie's on the same page as Pouf right now. Can he still figure out if Pouf is lying or not, since they're connected in a way? Oh, once he mentioned Pito, he's remembering what he asked her to do before he left, maybe? I mean, they don't have to convince her of anything because she's out. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. What's happening? He's powering up? Yeah, he's calling your BS, dude. Are they still out there standing among the humans? Camouflaging themselves among the crowd? I want King to just kill Pouf already. Leave Yuppie alone. He's harmless at this state. Look at him. Yeah, they're still in the crowd. Kinda looks like Aurora Borealis or something, you know? That stuff you see up in the north. Or, south, I think? I don't know why, I just pictured Meteoron with like scuba equipment. you know, like a tank of like oxygen and stuff. But then that's still him breathing, right? He just has to hold it, so that wouldn't work. I can see where the title card comes in now. Oh, straight to Knuckle. What? Well, at least he didn't kill him. Yeah, he's not killing them, so that's good, right? Usually he does. Usually he just kills them. I just realized where Komugi was. Contest? You got all these words triggering the memories, you know? What? Pito's current location is unknown. So is her head. Been obliterated. Look at that. Feels good. I feel like they need a whole bunch of handicaps to keep up with King. Okay, okay. Oh? He still knows. So he can't read their minds, he just feels it, you know? Mm-hmm. Just from that thing from earlier, he knew Ikogo was an octopus. I wonder what their reaction is going to be when they find Pito. So he can't use clones when he's doing the scale thing on the people. Alright. Doesn't Komugi look even smaller wrapped up in her hair? Oh, okay. So Gon did revert back. Aside from his hair still being long, at least he, you know, went back to his normal size. He kind of looks like dried up in a way. I think we want the king to find Palm because she has Komugi. Who's that? Ikogo. Okay. So they think that they still want Komugi. Going back to that place? Are those girls still even there? They probably left, right? Wait a minute, whatever happened to Bezef and those others that were trying to escape together? Did they stop here? Alright, that was episode 132. Doesn't feel like a lot happened in that episode. It was kind of like, I don't know, getting their bearings and everything. So you have King walking in the room where they would had the board game, I guess. But Pouf succeeded in hiding all the traces, but then he realized that words can trigger the memories. And just by saying Pito was a big one, because he remembers that he left Pito to do something, and that was to heal Komugi, right? So it's irking him, and he knows that both Pouf and Yuppie are holding something back, but he also feels that their loyalty is more stronger, so that's why he's not going to press them for it. However, since Pouf, declared this contest of all things for entertainment value, even King saw that as an opportunity to, tell him, what are you hiding, So yeah, they think Pito's still alive. They're gonna see if they can find her, which they probably will. I want to see their faces, though. That's gonna be the part that I'm looking forward to, when they find Pito. And then we have, yeah, the King did like this radar flash end thing. Instantly went right up to Meteoran and Knuckle, knocked them out, which surprised me because I thought he was just gonna kill him. But I guess in a way it also makes sense because the King wants answers and he wants to interrogate them, right? So right now they're knocked out. Palm thinks that she's being hopeful because she doesn't really know, right, if they're dead or if they're just unconscious, but they're alive, so no worries there. Ikalgo, he believes that he kept them alive as hostages for an exchange. But we all know that they don't want an exchange, right? And yeah, I just mentioned it, but whatever happened to Bezef, and there was that, I don't remember her name. It was the one that followed the lion dude with like the surfer thing. I forget his name because he had two and I can't remember either. He was a pretty crap character if you ask me. But then the smoke guy. See, it's been so long. I forgot the name of him. His name. But yeah. I can't remember her name. I remember she bugged the crap out of me because I couldn't tell what kind of chimera ant is she supposed to be made of, right? Because she just looked mostly human. And she had that attendant of hers that didn't really speak any English, but would follow them, and they made a deal with Bezef to get Bezef out of there or something. So I'm not sure if they are completely out. I feel like they showed this one part where they were just gone. Like they left the whole compound and everything, even from underground. Like there might have been another exit far out, some other place, and they exited from there using the truck. Because when I last saw them, they were like turning off down the tunnel when Ikalgo was dealing with that Bravado, I think his name was. Anyway, you have Gon, who's back in his kid form, although he has really long hair and he looks pretty, he had like muscle degeneration or something. He looked like he was dried out or something as Killua was carrying him, right? I mean, he's like wiped out, which makes sense because he sacrificed quite a bit just to get to that state. But I don't know, maybe he has like a rebound effect. Of course there's going to be consequences for him going into that state, but how much of a consequence would that be? Like, can he just fight right away, give him a haircut and he's good? I don't know. Anyway, let's just get into 133. Yeah, they also said that Pouf cannot do clones while he's doing this scale scatter stuff. Oh. It seems like the humans are gaining consciousness again. Just go home. Oh, too late. Oh. Huh, he gave that much up, huh? Yeah, I forgot she was controlling all those soldiers. Deadline to live. Okay, so they are still there. What about Palm? She doesn't exactly look normal as well, with that thing in her forehead and the scaly arms and legs. You might just dig. Let him run. You can't go trust him that much? Gyro, wasn't that the name of the underground boss? SIGH Hall? Yeah, he was an underling. So he remembers who he used to be. Oh. So that was Ikago. Okay, so they also have Bravada. Yeah, we never found out who Gyro was. They didn't really say much about Gyro. They gave us a bit of a backstory on his childhood, which was a pretty shitty childhood. But that's it. We didn't get a face while he was human. According to Ikago, he's not really sure, but he just can't believe that he is not alive. So who could Gyro be among the Chimerans? There's not much left to choose from, right? Is it possible that Gyro became the king? I mean, Yuppie's not who he used to be, but... Oh, so he's just gonna go. What's wrong with Yuppie? He's coughing. He's not gonna attack Yuppie, is he? Doesn't he have a power that talks about words and stuff? It's based on questions, right? Oh, you're pissing Yuppie off, though. Is Yuppie dying? He's coughing and he's bleeding from his nose. I wonder where Pouf tried to hide the pieces from the board game. Like, King could still stumble upon it, no? Yeah, look, he's like turning stuff over, looking for something. There it is. Mm-hmm. Now he's bleeding. Is that Yuppie? Don't tell me Yuppie's dead. Oh, he looks dead. 2 royal guards down. Never got to send a message to the king, too. He drew it into the ground. He should have still looked for Pete, though. Just tell him. He knows this much already. It still annoys me that nobody wipes their nose. Hmm.
護衛軍の分裂は必ずしも矛盾しないってこと。王が大事にしている人間がいる。だからその人を守る。だからその人を殺すはどちらも成り立つのよ。私はこの子を背負って。王がそのことに気づいていたなら、まず私のもとに来たはず。そうしなかったのは髪の毛で覆っていたから。 何かで覆ってしまった王の縁でもこの子は探せないってこと。そのためにもこの子は王に見つからない場所に隠れる必要がある。時間って一体どれぐらいだよ。王が死ぬまで。
Why?
こいつ何を言ってるんだ。
I'm on Ikago with this. I'm not sure what the end game is here for Palm.
王は死ぬ。そんなに先のことじゃない。
Huh. Within the next few hours, the king will die. Is it Gon that's gonna go adult and kill him? What? Can she breathe? Poke some holes. What we're doing is cruel. And he's just gonna walk all the way underground. Well, he's coughing now. Are they all just dying? Yeah. Did they give too much to the king or something? Alright, so 133. Huh. Palm is saying that the king is gonna die within a couple hours. And that we should hide Komugi, which, by the way, they didn't poke any holes, so she should die within time because she'll run out of oxygen, right? Yuppie is dead. Wolfen killed him. Ikago believes that Gyro is still alive, who was the underground Pin King. Is that how you say it? Well, he was the boss of the underground for that country or whatever, right? And then turns out Ikago remembered who he was, and he was a friend of Welfin's former self. Yeah, and then when Welfin realized that Ikago got in his brain about, yeah, you know, the Chimera Ants are our enemies, you know, they're the ones that killed us, they made us what we are now. And he picked a fight with Yuppie, and Yuppie's dead. I actually didn't want Yuppie to die, but even beforehand, Yuppie was like coughing you know, and then he was bleeding from the nose. The king bled from his nose when he was trying to remember stuff, so I'm not sure if that's correlated. You know, like it's the same thing that's happening to Yuppie, but now Pouf is getting it. And he's still waiting on Pito, which we all know is, you know, not happening. It's like, it sounds like Killua and Gon are not even going to get there in time for it to be over. But then why would the king die? Unless it has something to do with... Within a few hours, Palm said. Let's just get into 134. It doesn't seem like there are planes in this world, it's just nothing but blimps, and I'm all for that. Sure, you won't get to your destination as fast, but you can just cruise. It's a airborne cruise ship. Yeah, we got war. Yes, pollution. Yep. We got the slums. Police brutality. Oh, that's why they're dying. Is it contagious? Like if they're after they've been poison until the victim dies. Huh. Yeah. Yuppie is dead, Poof's gonna die, and so is the king, because they were exposed to the poison. Yeah, that solves the problem though. The word is that someone? It's like a radar, right? Might have been because Yuppie was in a smaller body, the poison was easier to spread. Maybe. Must follow the proper order. What is that? Did they mention this order before and I just forgot? Probably. Why is he covering for Welfin now? I mean, they did want Welfin to tell the king, yo, come down to the underground warehouse for the exchange and all that. Yeah, he's still bleeding. That's why he was there. He's powering up. No.
殺意にまみれたオーラは是非にかかわらずその答えが王の意にそぐわぬ場合死をもって償うほかないことを示していた。誰も止められない。
Either way, Pouf is dead. If not by the king, it'll be by the poison. He's not gonna say anything.
それだけのこと。常軌を逸する決意、狂気が王を止めた。しかし、ウェルフィンは即座に理解した。俺はこれで死ぬ。一瞬にして100年余りが
Age 100 years. His fur's all gone.
その間、脳裏では
Yep.
の一切が高速で雑然と
Life flashing
その直後
before your eyes.
現在と混ざり合った一言
One word.
メッセージ王殿一言あの時ブルがピトーと一言死ぬまでは死なね
Won't die until I'm dead.
えかつてなく
Yeah?
苦しく働いた脳細胞が導き出したのは通常であれば選択し得ないものだった。
There it is. Poof.
これほどまでに彼女をこれがその本はい何なりと処罰言わずと伝わる
Where does his clothes go? Come on.
我らは痛い同士トガなどない引き続きピトーを探せ捕らえた2名が何か知っているかもしれん聞き出せたら解放してやるそやつらに聞きたいことはないうなずくほかあるはずはお主はそれをよか護衛軍に知らせる役目なぜそれをお主が役目を引き受けた理由の鍵は過去にありそうだ
He knows everything.
役目を全うしなかった理由はまた別答えた後はどこへ行こうとお主の自由
He's letting him go.
礼を言うお主のおかげで大切なものを思い出せた奴らは DA やビゼフ指定で待つと俺の王はジャイのただ一人貴様は貴様だ敵だ俺たちださようか会えるといいなそのものと人として生きるがよい
Those are the words that Poof didn't want the king to say, right? Hope you can live as a human, in a way.
かつてネテロは王は人とアリとの間で揺れていると看破しただが今や
Yeah. Alright, that was 134. The secret is out. And King remembers. And Poof is a mess. They're gonna die, right? It was revealed that it was a... Not only was it a bomb that went off from Netero, right? It was a poison that spread. And I guess over time it just gets worse. And eventually you just have a trail of corpses of anyone who was nearby, right? I didn't catch if it was like contagious, like if that person who was contracting with the poison from the explosion, if they were to go to another populated area, would it start to spread in that vicinity of where they went, right? I didn't catch if that was a thing, but we do know for a fact that Poof, Yuppie, King all those three were right there next to the explosion, so safe to say they're gonna die, and it makes sense as to why Palm was saying, oh yeah, the king is gonna die within a few hours. I thought for sure Welfin was gonna die. Picked a fight with he actually did pick a fight with the king at the very end, but because he said Komugi, you know, king remembered everything. And it mentioned that Netero realized that the king was on the fence on, you know, human or ant. And what he said to Welfin, even after Welfin was like, you are an enemy, you know, the king didn't, you know, give him any hostility. He was like, yo, I hope you find the person you're looking for and that you can live as a human. I think that very last part, live as a human, was the thing that Pouf really didn't want to hear the king to say, because there was that whole thing about we are superior to humans and all that stuff, right? And now that the king remembered Komugi, you know, that whole thing on how he viewed humans, or how Pouf viewed humans very differently, and the king became someone very different from what Pouf had envisioned his king to be, and that's why he's like on the ground moping. Again, they're gonna die, so it doesn't matter. But I'm still wondering if Gon and Killua are gonna make it back in time to see everything go down. Again, should have poked holes in that box that they put Komugi in, but maybe she'll wake up and then bust out of there herself, and then like maybe right at the last moment the king is gonna see Komugi say a few words and then he'll pass on, and then Komugi, who was kind of not really knowing what's going on, she's just gonna be very confused. Yeah, I'm kind of glad Welfin didn't die, but the whole fact that all of his hair came out, he just looked like one of those regular, because he was supposed to be like a wolf, right? He just looked like a regular dog at that point. Oh, what do you call those? The small naked dogs? I don't know what they're called. Breeds of dogs. I don't know the names of them. I only know a few. But, yeah. These last 3 episodes, not so much action. A lot of just, you know, I mean, I'm not saying that stuff didn't happen. Stuff happened, but it's like a wrap up, you know? It's like getting toward that moment where this arc is gonna finally end. I thought this arc was gonna end like back in maybe the 90s, I was thinking. And then we would have moved on to something else, but nah, it's already 134. This arc is definitely going to be over by 140, I think. Definitely by 140. And in my early reactions, I was like, oh yeah, this show has like maybe 160 something. I was wrong. I looked on my anime list again and it was 148. So I'm actually way closer to the end than I thought I was, so yeah. Pretty soon Hunter x Hunter is going to be done, and then I can react to another anime. I have a couple in mind that my friends won't shut up about, because I'm usually the one who always watches the anime, and then they're the ones that didn't really care at the time. But now that I'm doing like a reaction, I'm like holding myself back, not watching it on my own. I still do for some anime, like for the ones that I've actually read the manga or the source material for, I watch the anime. The only exception to that was the Tateno... what was it called? I'll say the English one. It was like My... Rising of the Shield Hero. Yeah, that was the one. I think that was the only one I reacted to on the channel so far where I have already read the manga. And I think right towards the very end, it was about to get to where I stopped in the manga, so I had read all of what the anime had showed, even though there were slight differences. I think that was my reasoning to react to it, to see if there were any differences, but it stayed true for the most part, if I remember correctly. Again, I say manga, but that's not the real source material. It was like a light novel or something. Might have just been a regular novel. I'm kind of getting off topic, but yeah. Since I am nearing the end, I'm welcome to any suggestions. I'll let you know if I have seen it already. But a lot of the newer anime, mostly anime from like 2018 till now, I haven't watched. There are some that I have, but for the most part, I've held back on watching a lot of them. Like, for instance, Jujutsu Kaisen. That's the one that my friends won't shut up about. There's also Vinland Saga, you know, there's a whole bunch that I would like to get into, but yeah, we're nearing the end, and it seems like the arc is gonna end before the show ends, so there's gonna be like some small stuff at the very end that's not gonna talk about the Chimera Ant, I guess. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I guess I'll see you guys in the next one. Shoots.